The crowd in the arena roars as the opening bell rings. The lights shine bright, the tension thick in the air. The WWE United States Championship glimmers in the referee's hands before he raises it high for all to see. In one corner stands Ilja Dragunov, eyes locked and unblinking, his chest rising and falling with raw fury. Across from him stands Johnny Gargano, focused, confident, ready to fight. The energy is electric as the referee signals for the bell. Ilja explodes out of his corner like a cannon. Gargano barely has a second to react before Dragunov rams into him with a running lariat that nearly flips him inside out. The impact echoes through the arena. Gargano rolls to the outside, clutching his ribs, trying to gather himself. But Ilja doesn't wait. He slides under the ropes, grabbing Gargano by the hair and slamming him chest first into the barricade. The sound of flesh hitting steel makes the crowd gasp. Ilja's eyes burn with intensity. He screams a battle cry and throws Gargano back into the ring. The champion moves with a terrifying precision, no wasted motion, no hesitation. He stomps Gargano's chest, drives his knee into his back, and delivers a brutal series of chops that leave red marks blooming across Johnny's torso. Every strike sounds like a whip cracking through the arena. Gargano tries to fight back with quick kicks to Dragunov's legs, looking for a moment to counter. He swings for a super kick, but Ilja catches his foot midair and throws him down with a vicious powerbomb. The ring shakes. Gargano rolls over, gasping for air, but Ilja doesn't stop. He hits the ropes and crashes down with a running senton that crushes Gargano's midsection. The crowd can't believe the dominance. Dragunov yells something in Russian, pounding his chest as the fans react with mixed awe and fear. Gargano crawls toward the corner, trying to pull himself up, but Ilja stalks him like a hunter closing in on prey. He grabs Gargano by the jaw and delivers a series of European uppercuts that send Gargano's head snapping back. Each hit lands harder than the last, until Gargano slumps to one knee. Dragunov steps back, eyes wild, and charges forward with a running knee that connects cleanly with Gargano's face. The crowd lets out a collective gasp as Gargano collapses to the mat. Ilja doesn't go for the pin. He stands over Gargano, breathing heavily, staring down at the broken challenger. His expression is emotionless, focused only on destruction. He lifts Gargano again, tossing him into the corner. Then he climbs the ropes and begins raining down punches, the crowd counting along, but Dragunov's strikes come faster than the numbers. 10, 11, 12, 13. The referee has to pull him off, but Ilja brushes him away and backs into the far corner, eyes still fixed on his opponent. Gargano barely manages to get to his feet before Ilja charges again, slamming him with a running forearm that sends him flipping backward into the mat. Ilja drops to his knees, pounding the mat with his fists, the intensity radiating from him. He screams toward the crowd, veins bulging in his neck, pure adrenaline and emotion pouring out. He lifts Gargano again, the challenger is dazed, barely standing. Ilja hoists him onto his shoulders, spins, and slams him down with a violent Death Valley driver right into the corner turnbuckles. The sound of the impact silences the arena for a moment. Gargano's body crumples to the mat, motionless. Ilja stands over him, the look in his eyes somewhere between madness and triumph. He steps back, measuring Gargano for one final strike. The audience rises to their feet, knowing what's coming. Ilja lets out a roar, runs across the ring, and hits the ropes with speed, then connects with Torpedo Moscow, his devastating diving headbutt right to Gargano's chest. The sound is sickening. Gargano bounces off the mat and lies still. Ilja falls on top of him for the cover. 1, 2, 3. The bell rings. The arena erupts as Ilja Dragunov sits up slowly, his body shaking with emotion. The referee hands him the United States Championship, and Ilja clutches it tightly against his chest. He looks exhausted, sweat dripping down his face, but his eyes are filled with a fierce pride. The announcer declares him the winner, but Ilja doesn't celebrate. He stands tall, raising the championship high above his head as the camera zooms in on his bruised, scarred chest, a badge of honor from battle. Gargano lies motionless in the corner, medics rushing to check on him. Ilja looks down at his fallen opponent, nods once, and whispers something to himself before stepping out of the ring. The crowd parts as he walks up the ramp slowly, his body battered but his spirit unbroken. The camera captures the final image, Ilja Dragunov standing at the top of the ramp, raising the United States Championship high, his expression burning with intensity. The era of Dragunov dominance has arrived, and no one in the WWE locker room seems ready to stop it. The screen fades to black with the words, "Ilja Dragunov, the reign of violence has begun."